Alright guys, welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin. So I must say, it is looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is back above 107 at one point earlier today, right? We did actually see Bitcoin going back up to 108. Okay, so it is looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. Much better than, the past few days, right? Yesterday we saw Bitcoin at about 105, and now it's pretty much back at 107 to 108. So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin. But for altcoins, man, I have no idea what is going on right now with altcoins. Okay, I would have thought alt season, we all would have thought, okay, alt season would have started by now, at least in Q2. Okay, because we know, guys, in previous bull markets, back in 2021, even in 2017, we saw alt season happening around Q2, even in Q1, right? But for this bull market, it's different. Okay, we are in fact seeing a slight delay happening for alt season, and it seems like, it is Bitcoin season, guys. Okay, and it is, right? Bitcoin has in fact been going up. As we know, Bitcoin has been reaching new highs, right? It's been looking pretty good for Bitcoin. Okay, Ethereum, on the other hand, right, the king of altcoins, hasn't even went back up to his previous highs. Okay, we know Ethereum did reach a all-time high of around 4.8 thousand dollars back in 2021, right? Our previous, bull market, right? And ever since then, right, we haven't seen Ethereum going back up or even reaching a new all-time high, right? But even though we are in fact seeing a delay happening for alt season, I still do believe, okay, alt season will eventually happen, okay? Maybe in Q3 or in Q4 this year in 2025, guys, okay? It's going to be massive. So I hope you guys are prepared for that. So let's talk about it, guys, because there is in fact a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys. But Bitcoin, like I said, it is looking pretty good. We're currently in the 4 hour time frame, and yeah, wow, it is looking amazing right now for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, it really is. Yesterday we saw Bitcoin at about 105, and today, right, we actually saw Bitcoin going above $108,000. Okay, 108.3. So looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. It is pumping, right? And the good thing is it's still above $100,000, which is always, great to see. A couple of days ago, we did actually see, Bitcoin dropping as low as $98,000, bringing it below 100K. But obviously, it is, it did bounce back up above 100K. So yeah, so far it is looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it is looking absolutely amazing, right, for Bitcoin. But altcoins today, man, alts are not really moving, guys. I have no idea what is happening with alt season. Okay, obviously, like I said, alt season is having a delay. And I do believe the main reason, guys, of course, we are in fact seeing a delay happening for alt season is because there is just so many different crypto coins out there, especially meme coins, right? So you guys can clearly see on Coin Market Cap, you guys can clearly see right over here, cryptos, there is 17.57 million different crypto coins out there out of the entire crypto market. It wasn't like this, right? It was not like this. Okay, we didn't have this many different random crypto coins in the crypto market back in 2021, for example, right? I remember looking at this back in 2021, and we had like 30,000 to even 40,000 different crypto coins, and now it's in the millions. Okay, it's coming up to 20 million, which is insane, guys. I feel like meme coins are being created like pretty much every few seconds, right? Which is crazy, and I do believe this is the main reason why we haven't seen alt season starting yet. There is just too many crypto coins in the market right now. Okay, but like I said, even though we are in fact seeing delay happening for alt season, I still do believe altcoin season will be happening, guys. Okay, we're going to see Ethereum, of course, leading the way because Ethereum is the king of altcoins, right? It's the largest altcoin out there, right behind Bitcoin. Okay, so second largest crypto coin, right behind Bitcoin. So I do believe Ethereum is for sure going to be reaching new highs. So be prepared for that. I still have a bag of Ethereum, and I'm just waiting for it to reach new highs, and then I'm gonna take my profits and reinvest it back into things like Bitcoin, even things like Casper, right? Crypto coins that I see, um, you know, great investments for long term, right? I still believe Ethereum is a great investment for long term. Even things like, I think Solana is great. I think Chainlink is great as well. But ever since I came across Casper, man, I'm going all in on Casper. As you guys know, I am going long on Casper and of course Bitcoin, as we all know. Okay, a lot of us are buying and simply holding Bitcoin for long term. Okay, but yes, Bitcoin, right, it has in fact been going up. So the Bitcoin monthly returns, it is up 3%. So looking pretty good, right, so far for this month in June. I remember at some points we were going back in the reds, like, a couple of days ago, but is now back in the greens because Bitcoin has been pumping, right? It's up over 3%. And yeah, so far Q2, we are up over 30%, looking pretty good for Q2 for Bitcoin. And soon enough, guys, right, we're going to be entering Q3 and then eventually Q4. And I do believe Q3, especially Q4 for this year in 2025, will be some amazing times for Bitcoin, right? Even Ethereum, right? Ethereum and other altcoins, I do believe Q3 and Q4, that's when alt season will be starting, guys. But right now, okay, you clearly see altcoin season index, and it is Bitcoin season. Okay, it is Bitcoin season, guys. Okay, you guys can just clearly see that, and it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense why it is Bitcoin season, right? Bitcoin has been going up. It's been reaching new highs for the past few months, as we all know. Okay, last year, November to December, we saw Bitcoin reaching new highs above 70K, and then it didn't stop there. It went to 80K, and then to 90K, right? Yes, okay, we did see Bitcoin struggling to reach 100K at the time, but it finally reached 100K, right? And it just went higher. Okay, so understand, guys, we saw Bitcoin reaching a new high of $111,000 a couple weeks ago. Okay, almost 112, didn't quite get there, right? But it's not going to stop there, guys. Okay, that is not going to be the top for Bitcoin. Please understand, Bitcoin is going to be going much, much higher. We will see Bitcoin going back up to its previous highs of 111, okay, $111,000, and much, much higher. It's not going to stop there. Okay, the top is not in yet for Bitcoin. Okay, please understand that, guys, right? So if we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it is going up. Okay, it is going up, guys. Like, look at the Bitcoin dominance right now. It is up over 65%. Like, we are seeing no weakness right now with the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, and that's a bad thing for, alt season, right? Because we have to see the Bitcoin dominance to drop. Okay, every single time we see a drop happening for the Bitcoin dominance, that is when, right, alt season starts. Okay, you also clearly see that. So looking at this right now, we're not seeing any weakness right now with the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. It's been going up. A couple of days ago, it was below 65%. Now it's above 65%. So it has, in fact, been going up, guys. Okay, so I don't know when alt season will start. Hopefully, like I said, in Q3, sometime in Q3 or potentially in Q4, right? But understand, guys, when we do see alt season happening, yes, we're going to see a lot of the large caps, especially the low caps, skyrocketing. Okay, so be prepared for that. But yes, like I said, the top is not in yet for Bitcoin. Okay, so alt season 3.0 is coming. Hope you guys are prepared for it, even though it doesn't really feel like it right now. Of course, altcoins right now, man, it is not altcoin season right now. Okay, altcoins are, I wouldn't say they are dead. Okay, but it is stagnant. Okay, we're not seeing much momentum happening for altcoins, but soon enough that's going to change. I really do believe soon enough that's going to be changing for Bitcoin. Sorry, for altcoins. And then of course, altcoins will obviously skyrocket eventually, right? But yeah, get ready for alt season 3.0 because it is coming, guys. Now, the Bitcoin chart, as I've been showing you guys, Bitcoin has in fact been forming this beautiful uptrend for the past few years, right? Ever since early of 2023, literally the beginning of 2023 to where we are right now. Bitcoin has in fact been forming this beautiful uptrend, and yeah, it's going to continue on. You guys can clearly see a clear pattern right over here. Bitcoin, right, goes up, and then we see sideways price movements, pretty much consolidation, and then it breaks above it. We see a breakout. Okay, you guys can clearly see that, a clear pattern here. Consolidation, breakout, consolidation, and then breakout. So right now, okay, soon enough, we're going to see Bitcoin having a breakout. Okay, once we do see Bitcoin having this breakout, right, it's obviously gonna go much higher. As I told you guys many times, I truly do believe we're gonna see Bitcoin going to 150, 180 to $200,000 and beyond. I do believe this is very possible for us to see for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin possible scenario for the next few days. So short term, okay, maybe yes, we will see Bitcoin going back down a little bit, but eventually it's gonna bounce back up. That's exactly what Bitcoin is doing right now, because of course, Bitcoin is back at 107, right? And it is back at 108. Okay, so it's looking like Bitcoin is ready to go back up to 110, eventually back up to its previous highs, right of 111, and of course a new all-time high, guys. Okay, that is coming for Bitcoin. So yeah, short term, be prepared, okay, Bitcoin holders, because we're gonna see Bitcoin reaching new highs, right? And Bitcoin right now is forming this bull flag. Okay, and the target is $137,000. So a bull flag is forming on the Bitcoin daily chart, while a bullish MACD crossover is about to occur. So looking pretty good for Bitcoin. This is obviously a very bullish pattern. Okay, and yes, it's going to lead Bitcoin to $137,000. Okay, bringing it to a new high, right? So Bitcoin holders, be prepared, because this is bound to happen for Bitcoin. Okay, and yes, Bitcoin has not reached the peak, the top, right? The top is not in yet, guys. Okay, please understand that. So don't be shaken out. Okay, don't be shaken out. I get it, what's happening right now with the war and whatnot, right? And look, think about it. Bitcoin is still holding strong. It's above 100K. Bitcoin has been pumping, right? When the war was happening, okay, a couple of weeks ago, right, when everyone was talking about it, obviously a lot of assets out there in the market were dropping, including Bitcoin and crypto, right? But look at it, right? Look at Bitcoin, especially. Bitcoin is having a beautiful recovery, right, back at 107 to 108. Okay, it's looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin, guys. So understand overall, right, as I told you guys many times, don't be shaken out. Don't be fearful. Okay, I know a lot of people out there are fearful, but this is the perfect time to be greedy. This is the perfect time right now to accumulate, right? It really is, guys. So buy, okay, and hold. We should not be selling at all, guys. Okay, this is not the time to be selling. This is the time right now to simply be accumulating, right? DCAing, okay, and most importantly, holding your positions, right? Because we know Bitcoin, okay, soon enough will be reaching new highs. The top is not in yet, right? So that being said, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. More updates on Bitcoin will be coming your way, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, stay patient for altcoins. I'm kind of losing my mind as well for altcoins, guys. I have no idea what is happening. Okay, we are in fact seeing a delay happening for altcoin season. It is Bitcoin season, right? It's not altcoin season, but soon enough that's going to change, right? We're going to see a lot of these alts skyrocketing. Okay, so alt season is coming no matter what, guys, right? I truly do believe in that, so be ready for that. But yeah, appreciate all you guys, and yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next one. Have a good one, guys.